Welcome back. This is the second part of the video on Grandpa's baseball card, the story we've been reading. And as said before, it's time to complete the questionnaire. It's time to reply, to answer, to reflect on the questionnaire. So what do we need on page 54? First, we need to start it with a heading right here, which is gonna be the date. Today is Friday, thank God it's Friday, TGIF. Friday, May 15th, 2020. Remember, capitalize both month and day. Match the superscript with the ordinal number 15th. Mind punctuation, commas, and period. Okay? Alright, so the answer on page 54. There's a question. Question goes like, what does Abe like to collect? Okay, think. What does Abe like to collect? Okay, this is pretty obvious. We read it on page 54. We learned that he likes to collect cards of the best baseball players. Okay? Cards of the best baseball players. Okay, feel free to pause the video if you need to copy my answer. Remember, cursive handwriting is a must on my work. Okay, so let's continue. Page 55. Question goes like, how are Abe's cards sorted, ordenadas, organizadas, sorted? Okay, in groups, Maugenest says. So that's not my answer, it's the author's answer. I quoted Margaret. Okay, so that's why you need to use quotation marks and comma. Quotation marks and comma. And I need to give credit to the author of the answer. Okay, it's not my answer. It's Margaret Maugenest. So do the same. Okay, page 56. Question states, do you think Abe? Okay, I think my camera is not giving room to that. So let me give you space to see. How are you moving yourself, Mr. Zuniga? How do you do that magic? One day I'll tell you. Okay, do you think Abe likes the baseball card? Why? You need to answer why. So here is my answer. If you copy my answer, you need to give credit to Mr. Z, to Mr. Zuniga. But if you copy your own answer, you would not give credit to anybody because it's your answer. Okay, so my answer goes like, no, I don't, Mr. Zuniga thinks. He tells he isn't into baseball and doesn't express excitement. Okay, so page 57, question says, where does Abe go before he goes to the library? Well, I answered the sports car store. This is pretty standard. Everybody understands this question and this answer, so I don't need to give credit to anybody. Okay, page 58. How do you know the baseball card is important? Okay, well, this is my answer, okay? Mr. Z summarizes. Mr. Morgan would trade his store for Abe's card, okay? So it's very valuable. Page 59. What do Mr. Diaz and Abe do after Abe asks for help? They went online to do the research on Willie Mays, Mr. Z explains. We reached the final page of the story. How does Abe feel after he learns more about Willie Mays? Mr. Z said, lucky and eager to start writing about Willie Mays. So guys, we're on the last part of the questionnaire. It's page 61. I want to remind you that there are some clues. There are some clues, some hints, unas pistas right here in these boxes. Those clues tell you to go to those pages. Padres que están ahí, esas pistas no significa que el niño tiene que copiar exactamente lo que está en esa página. Significa que ahí puede encontrar una pista. Okay? But just in case, I'm giving you my own answers. But I'd like to see your answers as well. Recuerden, padres, que ellos pueden copiar algunas de mis respuestas, pero no todas. ¿Verdad? Si copian todas, tuvimos un entrenamiento de robots y no ese es el plan. Necesitamos que nuestros niños analicen, Y esta historia está muy fácil, se lo garantizo. Okay, so number 1 says, what does Abe do before dinner? Maugenest said on page 55, he took out his card. Okay, that's not my answer. Where does Abe go after the sports car store? That's question number 2. To the library, Maugenest said on page 59. Write 2 things that Abe learned about Willie Mays. Okay, he learned a lot of things, so I just came up with 2, but there is a wider list of things he learned. So 2 things you know what? I'm gonna change this answer. Yeah, I was thinking about my answer and it was not matching the question. So I have a different answer now. 2 things that he learned about Willie Mays, about his, oh no, mistake again. I had to correct my spelling, fellas. I realized I'm not perfect. Yeah, I knew that before. Mr. Z lists about his home run and fame. It's actually home runs. Okay, so kids, those are my answers. But what about your answers? Do you have something different in mind? I'd like to know. So kids, if you reached to this point of the video, I'd say you did a great job today. So you did great in class today. So don't forget, on WhatsApp, you send me photos of your work. I want to see cursive handwriting. I want to see some of your answers. I want to see the date. I want to see clarity. I want to see some extra work, okay? So with that said, I'd like to close by saying see you soon. What a big closing. Okay, bye.